Welcome to the Kendy and Raybo podcast, sponsored by Anderson's Bar and Grill and the Blind Tiger Bar. You're using different headphones.
Yeah, because I'm trying to keep my hair in place now.
Why?
I don't want it. It wasn't Rory, by the way.
What? It wasn't Rory?
No.
So you went to...
No, it wasn't that either. It wasn't that either. It wasn't anyone that I usually
Are
go
you
to.
telling me you went to another barber?
Yeah.
You're what to call... You have a problem.
No, it's not. Yeah, I do have a problem. The problem is it's Christmas week and I didn't think about it.
So you thought you needed an old hairstyle?
Oh, I couldn't get Ray, you couldn't get a booking now, Ray. Right. I'll tell you what now, if you rang around, you wouldn't get one.
Yeah.
So I walked into the Doer place today and I said, put a chop on that. And I think
was your first mistake.
I think it was your man's first cut, man, and my first mistake.
Did he put you in a little seat? The booster seat?
Yeah, do you know, he didn't, but he was, I will say, put me up and down. The whole way.
Yeah, okay.
I was like, man, I'm not at Alton Towers, man. I should pick a spot. Pick a spot where you want me to be. I feel like I'm on a fucking roller coaster here.
So
you know?
I'm looking at you now head on,
right,
and I can see most of it's grand.
Yeah, it'll be lovely when it's finished.
There's a bit on your left hand side, your right, that's sticking out.
Yeah. He just decided not to bother.
He didn't cut that.
No, he just said, I'll leave that.
There's literally a ledge on your head.
Yeah. He left
ledge.
it full. Yeah, honestly, if someone fell off that, man, they'd break an ankle or something, or at least bung a knee, like.
Yeah, someone could end it all off that.
So, honest to God, man, you could honestly. Yeah. Jesus, if you didn't.
And
want
how
to put
do you feel now about? Because me and you were in the same boat this evening.
I don't
now.
really give a shit now.
Do you notice anything different about me? And for the Patreon people out there subscribing very kindly, €5 a month and getting this video feed, they're delighted now to be able to view what Ray looks like and what Mark looks like.
No, I don't know something about you. You look like you just came home from a football match, but I know that's definitely not true.
Anything along the lines of my beard.
Why did you trim it down?
Stop. Okay,
you trimmed it down a good bit. Did
I had to, because it was Rory was my actual barber who did
Rory was flat out as well. And you know what's funny? I walked out of the Shaggy Barbers today in town, and who's the first man I meet? Rory. I said, Rory, this is your fault, man. I said, just take a look at my skull. And
that's lovely. Cheating on your barber and then walking out, meeting him in the street and going, you did this.
I go, that was a shite right.
You're a complete utter narcissist.
Yeah. I like it. Well, I didn't want to put the, you know what I mean? You know, like if you go out and ride a load of women, then you just end up saying to the missus, but you never cleaned the house really. I was getting fed up, like, you know.
That's wrong, by the way.
It is wrong. It is wrong because she cleans the house pretty well.
I was trying to cultivate a big beard.
Okay.
And Rory had shaped it and left it in such a way where that's going to grow into itself now.
Oh, wait, you see that now?
That awkward time, and many listeners who know me will know that I can't have the patience. Yeah. It was elongating my face.
Right, okay.
It was Elon Musk in my face. and I knew I was going home on Sunday to the parents. Myself and Laura tipped down for the dinner.
Oh, lovely.
And I knew I'd get abuse. And she told me, Laura said, you're going to get abuse.
Yeah,
you need to sort that out.
I didn't notice it now, what you were on about, and you did ask.
My face is purely small and roundy now, and I don't like it.
Yeah, no, you do. Now that I'm looking at it, yeah, you do have a big old round old head in you, man.
Big roundy old soft old head in
you do have a soft old chin.
Yeah.
Now, I shaved my beard today as well now, and straight away, I mean, all I could see, I look like one of those pelicans.
Well, you've
definition. A pelican with the fucking...
the big double chin.
I was looking at the guzzle of myself, and I was going, Jesus Christ almighty, like, it's fair hanging down low. And I know I keep alluding to this all the time, but, like, it's just... I find it so difficult to look at myself nowadays.
And think anything good about yourself.
And think like, geez, I used to look fairly decent. No, I know, like we always talk about that. I don't want to be self-deprecating, man, because shiting on yourself isn't always a good thing to do. No. But like I do, it's so hard to look at myself nowadays and go, you used to be kind of, do you know, you probably were rocking around a 7 or an 8, like, you know?
Yeah, speaking of rocking around.
Like, that's not even being cocky. I was probably rocking a 7. I was definitely a 7. I was 100% a 7.
You were not a 7.
I'm ticking around now at about a 2.5, like.
Yeah, 2.5 down from 4.
It's for me, tits, that.
In the grand scheme of men in this world, do you honestly think, with fellas like David Beckham tipping round,
he's
at
a
the
10.
age of him, right?
He's a 10.
He's not a 10. There's better lads than David Beckham.
Yeah, but they're 10s as well.
They're not. David Beckham probably coming in around 8.5 or a 9.
Okay, well then let's up the ante. No, let's put it. Okay, we put out of 100 then. I'm about that.
No, you're only making things harder. No.
I'm not. I'm a 70 and he's a 94.
You're not. You're nowhere near.
I'm a 70. I'm not anymore.
Right, let's make it out of 1,000. What are you going to say? You're 700.
I'm a 25 now. Out of 1,000, I was about a 700.
That's all this. Anyway,
and now I'm about a 200.
Speaking of rocking around,
yeah.
This is our last podcast before the Christmas.
It is.
And it'd be tradition for me to bring in the Christmas music right now.
Oh, yeah.
Cue Christmas music, copyright free, put in at a later date. So we're going to now pretend like we're enjoying the Christmas music.
Yeah, and I'm gonna guess what it is. Well, I hear those sleigh bells ringing out. Come on, 'tis lovely weather the first day right together with you.
One of my favourites.
Ray's face is nice and round.
And Kendy's head is destroyed.
But, so Merry Christmas, everyone. Is this our last episode before...
Well, unless we're recording on Stevens' Day, which I doubt.
No, Jason, we won't do that now, no. So this is probably our last one
what
before
number
the
is
New
it?
Year's.
What number are we at?
184.
We're 184?
Something like that, yeah. So this is probably the last one of the whole...
No, we're 185, are we?
I haven't a clue, man.
Brendan. 184. Good.
184.
Yeah,
and,
it's good for some things.
Yeah.
Keeping
So
count.
there we go. That's fucking Brent. You know what, Brent's about? What we do without you this year now. Keep that stuff going. So this is probably the last episode that we'll have before the new year, which is, I mean...
And surprisingly, I wish it was a live show, but I have loads of things to talk about.
Have you?
I have a list as long as my phone screen.
With small writing.
With small writing in my notes.
The one thing I will say, is it has been a relatively, an eventful year in both of our lives.
Well, my first item on the list would actually like to talk about that.
Go on.
Now, maybe it's not what you're thinking of.
Go on.
Obviously, it's very eventful for you.
Yeah.
You know, you met Nicola, you got married, you had a baby.
This year, yeah.
This year. You know, I got engaged.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been an eventful year.
Yeah. Big fucking milestones, Ray.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if your relationship had worked out, you probably would have got married. You know
probably,
what I mean?
yeah.
Probably
Look, it's sad times.
No,
But
we can't wait for that.
Can I talk about one of the big milestones in your year?
Yeah, go on.
Something I was unaware of.
Go on, what did I do?
When did you set up your own little TikTok account?
Oh, did you not see it, man?
I did now.
It's big sexy.
Mark has a solo TikTok account.
That's right, yeah. I'm just trying to see, is there
anybody want to look at you?
Just, is the grass greener anywhere at all? Or am I lying around in fucking brown wasteland with you?
Yeah.
No, it's not that. No. So I just set up a TikTok account for the music bin.
Yeah.
And so I put up a load of songs. One of them did all right. Now I put up Travelling Soldiers.
And how much did that get?
Spelt it wrong. It still got about 30,000 views.
Right.
Which isn't bad.
Did it get
now.
30,000 views?
But we all have TikTok. Brendan has a great TikTok as well, where he goes on and says, "Did you ever land into a roundabout and drive straight through it? No, you shouldn't do that. Go on to be online lessons." No, Brendan has a great TikTok as well. A driving school TikTok.
Out of the three of us, I'm the only one that doesn't have a personal TikTok account.
Yeah, what would you put up on it? Videos of your shagging cat?
I don't know. Well, maybe I might.
Huh?
What? The Queen, yeah, maybe, possibly.
You could put up a kind of a British one.
How has this become about me? This was supposed to be me giving out to you.
I mean, innovation, Raymond. I mean, we're all very driven, innovative, self-employed gentlemen.
But why didn't you tell me?
What?
Why didn't you say it? All the podcasts, we talk once a week professionally. We get paid to do it. And not once did you mention, by the way, I set up my own TikTok.
Do you know why? Because I wanted to do something on my own for once, Ray. Jesus Christ, Okay? I said, I'm going to throw up this, and it's a completely different Kendy.
Yeah.
Right? And I said, I'm going to infiltrate TikTok this way. And it doesn't matter, because the comments are still full of stuff saying, cheers, there's Kendy.
There's Kendy now.
Where's Ray? For fuck's sake! Can't do that on my own, man.
Yeah.
Do you know? And not that we're bad famous or anything like that, but that fucking happens a good bit.
Does it?
I was gigging last night abroad inside in town, and there's people. I've tried to do the gig and be a very serious, good bass player.
Yeah.
A very good kind of. Do you imagine a good musician now? You know that fella there, but it's not that. It's people going, "Oh, hey." Yeah. Where's Ray, man? How's your mother? They're like, "Oh, for fuck's sake." Yeah. You know what I mean?
They don't want none of you.
Huh?
They want none of you.
They don't want me at all. They want this character that I have had to portray for years. And it's not me at all. I'm a songbird, Ray. Right. I could write fucking beautiful songs. I don't have to write what is about TikTok young ones and Instagram young ones and all that. I have a lot to say.
Well, look, check out there Kendy's Instagram.
It's called Mark Kendy Music, and you might find Brendan even on it, slapping the box of himself behind me.
It's not Brendan. This is the Kendy one, but don't mention him at all.
No. Well, sure, there'd be no benefit to having him mentioned.
Ready for the next bit?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So I, throughout the Christmas period, I had to do marvellous sound gigs above an Anderson Tremendous Event Centre.
But apparently,
yes,
the Spruce Springclean tribute was as close to Spruce Springclean as you'll ever guess.
The man was from America.
He was.
Which is a big help.
Oh, it's always a big help.
He was from Idaho, which is probably not where Bruce Springsteen is from.
Come here,
but close enough.
Idaho, where he's from.
He's from New Jersey. What?
Fuck's sake.
Well, I don't know what.
I said Idaho, where he's from, sure.
Why? Oh, he's born in the USA. No.
That's you just made a joke. bypassing my joke. You said your man's from Idaho. I don't know where. And I said, Idaho, where he's from.
Oh,
this is and then you said, because he's born in the USA.
But you know, that's twice today now. Somebody got me at that.
Right.
You're not thinking. I was talking to the Bruce Springsteen band had a marvellous band behind them. A lot of them from Monaghan.
All right, okay.
Which was marvellous. They
that's
worked in
Idaho,
Dublin,
isn't it? Oh no, sorry.
They're not Dublin, which was tremendous.
Perfect start.
So they had a different way of. They had some Dublin attributes. They landed into the venue, and they immediately insisted that it was a lift. To which the staff stupidly said yes.
Oh Jesus! Don't give them the key to that show.
Then they had to open up the lift, and in Anderson's the lift unusually is hidden behind a bar. Is
it actually?
Yeah, no, you have a little it's like a secret door that you'd have in a fancy house.
Jesus.
Where they have a roll-out fridge and till, and then behind it is the lift.
Yeah, what used they call them yokes years ago that'd be going from up to downstairs? You could send the dinner up.
A secret tunnel.
No, they were called secret tunnel.
I know the one. A service lift.
A service lift, like that. Yeah,
But it's not just a lift, but it's behind the bar. Right. But they instantly walked in going, we need that lift.
I need that lift now.
And I need three or four of your staff to carry my drums in.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, they wanted the staff. Carry drums.
The staff should have said, I'm busy pouring guinea.
No, they were young staff. They were like, okay. So they were bringing Premier drum kits up the bloody.
They did. The staff started bringing up Premier drum kits.
Yeah, but then I stopped them. Then I said, no, you're going to carry in the gear like every other band, miserably.
No. Yeah.
With your torn quad.
That's right.
Yeah.
No.
But one of the jokes earlier that I missed, one of the lads was called James Forsyth.
That's right.
Yeah. And Sean said to me, very, 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 very good from Sean. He said, you didn't see him coming, did you?
Right.
No. Oh, you see now, 2 for 2, or 1 for 1.
Is this a Bruce Forsyth joke?
No, James Forsyth. Forsyth?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't foresee.
He
should have said you didn't foresee you coming. Yeah, I would have guessed it because I'm obviously smart and witted, you bollocks.
Anyway, Bruce Springsteen was the best. They're called it's springsteen.co.uk.
Savage.
Is where you'll find the band. It is the closest thing. If you walk in the door with your eyes closed and someone asked you, is that Bruce Springsteen? Yeah. I would have said yes.
Yeah, that's fucking. He did look ahead of him.
He was in the Navy.
Was he?
This lad, right? He worked in recording studios.
No shaking.
He was a very nice man, and he sounded exactly like and looked exactly like Spruce Springsteen.
I mean, it's amazing when they do look like them as well, because like that, it's such. You've really hit the gold mine there.
Yeah.
When not only do you have the expertise to sound like them, but when you look like them as well, because there's certain tribute bands out there where if you want to get that full experience, like, and I'm not. There's nothing wrong with this either, but there's no point in looking at a fucking white Phil Lettuce. You know what I mean? Like,
sorry, Johnny.
Sorry now, Johnny, because you're the best band I've ever heard.
You sound like him, you just don't look like him.
No, legit. Thin as Lizzy are the best tribute band I've ever heard of anyone. Like, but like I said, Johnny doesn't have the whole thing where he looks like Phil.
No, he looks the opposite of Phil.
Yeah,
he hasn't the hair on his head and he's white.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So he doesn't have that going for him, but he has everything else going for him. But this Spruce Sprinclean gentleman actually looks like Spruce Sprinclean.
The only difference is it was the combination with a Monaghan show band that really set it off for me. They were taken straight out of the country scene going, lads, you want to play something different?
Yeah, that's exact. But that's Monaghan country is perfect for that. Like, them boys were back in Big Tom in Castleblady, and then Big Tom is gone. They said, what did we do? And your dad said, I'll bring you.
But he hadn't heard of Bruce Springsteen.
What?
I know I keep pronouncing it wrong.
Spruce Springclean.
It's just really hard to say it now that you brought the Springclean into it.
Springclean, you
But apparently these ex-Monaghan show band gentlemen, right? They said, what will we do next now? The country scene has gone to shite.
Yeah.
And we can't do covers. We need to be in the tribute acts.
No.
So they thought this is where we'll make the money. And Bruce Springsteen has loads and loads and loads of songs.
Yeah.
Which is what we were talking about only a couple of weeks ago. You need to pick the good band.
Yeah, you do.
With the big back catalogue.
Yes.
And they have it.
No better than Spruce Springsteen.
They auditioned, and this lad landed in for the audition, and he had not really heard of Bruce Springsteen before this.
Right.
So he looks like him, sounds like him, acts like him, has lived like him.
What?
Yet he did not really know anything about him. But he said, I'll go for this, sure I can sing. And they said, oh my God, you're amazing.
That's unreal, because he is literally the Daniel Day Kendy of the tribute bands.
Of the tribute bands, yeah.
Worlds. Isn't he?
Yeah.
He's like method acted it. Yeah. He said, if you want me to be Spruce Sprinclean, I'll go full Daniel Day Kendy on this.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. He's very good. What did I want to say about it? Oh yeah, it was when I was ringing this is the only, that really exploded out of a very small point. When I found myself ringing all the bands this Christmas to ask them about the requirements for sound and lighting.
Yeah.
I would ring them and we'll say it was Brian from the Bruce Springsteen band.
Yeah, Spruce Springsteen.
The drummer, right? So I'd ring Brian. Hello Brian, how you doing? My name is Ray, I'm ringing from Anderson's. tremendous event centre. I said it every time.
No way.
I was really annoying. I couldn't stop myself from saying Anderson's Tremendous Event Centre. And I sounded like an idiot then when I said it to them. Because they were like, what? When did it become that?
Wouldn't it be amazing if we could genuinely
get them to change it?
To
Never mind this grill and bar crap.
No, we don't need no grill and bar, man.
Yeah.
We need a tremendous event centre.
Because
it does exactly what it says in the Kendy.
Yeah.
Like, what's going on there tonight? A tremendous event.
And wonderful food items.
And there's wonderful food items in there if you want them.
Anyway, we'll move on. Speaking of another institution, this is in Ballina that serves food.
Ballina.
Right. Would you be a soup drinker?
Oh, yeah, man. Oh, my God. Even though I have to have a bag of Gaviscon and Rennie afterwards. There is nothing like a West of Ireland vegetable soup.
Yeah.
The Lord above, or maybe a tomato.
Yeah, or leeking potato.
I wouldn't be a big fan of the leeking potato, no.
Anyway, that's not really the point. Point is, how many slices of bread would you need with your average sized bowl of soup?
Make big fucking mistakes along the way, Ray. You can.
What do you think a restaurant would put out?
Two slice
Yeah.
of a brown bread loaf, right?
Yeah.
And that's perfect for it, but it's not perfect for us because then the pepper chicken and chip comes out afterwards and I can't touch the shagging thing.
Okay.
Because it's heavy.
But if you're having soup on its own.
If I'm having soup on its own, that's what
Two slices.
2 slices.
There was an establishment in...
Or a ham and cheese sandwich, oh Lord above. I can't wait to go out to the Christmas party tonight.
There was an establishment in Ballina
Yeah.
where I would frequent for my lunch the days I'm working in the Ballina.
I'm going to guess it. No, I'm not going to do that.
You don't have... I'll give you a clue.
No, you
right?
don't.
It sounds,
you don't need to.
No, you don't have to. No, I mean, if you could call it the Attic. We'll call it for the moment the Attic.
Okay.
The Attic Bar and Restaurant, right?
Okay.
And I love it because it's very tasty and they do marvellous stuff in there, right? And for as long as I was going in there before the pandemic, I would always have, they get the nice soup ever, I'd always have to ask for 3 slices of brown bread.
Yeah, because you're weird.
Because I'd have to have enough brown bread to get me through the amount of soup they'd give me.
But why don't you just drink soup after the brown bread is gone?
What?
See, you're so
I can't.
weird.
I can't. No.
Yeah, I know you can't. This is so on the button for you, like of your little trends that you've done for fucking 30 years.
I can't drink soup without
like
brown
you're
bread.
like, no, I can't drink that soup without those 3 things. Like,
no,
it's like my mother. She can't drink a pot of tea unless you put 3 tea bags in it. Like,
oh, that's weird now.
So she says to them,
that's not like I couldn't drink a pot of tea without 3 biscuits.
No, yeah, no, but like you're so, but like you can't eat food without having chocolate after. Like you're so fucking.
If I have chicken
you're the
curry,
oddest man I've ever.
if I stop eating the rice and the curry, if I run out of the chicken.
Oh, you're just so weird.
Anyway.
Like, why are you so weird? So,
so anyway, just look
just
at,
be a normal
just bear with me
man.
for a second. So they used to push out loads of soup, and I'd have to have 3 slices of bread to eat the soup.
Yeah,
right. I landed back in, and this is the first time since the pandemic that I had the soup. They said it was potato leek. I said, I'd love a bowl of that. I feel awful sick at the moment of a sinus infection.
Lovely. And that potato leek is
potato
the key.
leek will solve that.
Yeah.
So I says to them, can I get a bowl of soup and 3 slices of bread?
Oh my God.
So
You're so weird. If I was the waitress, I'd be like, oh my God, there's this prick.
It was a waiter.
Outside.
It was a waiter.
If I was the waiter, I'd be like, this prick outside.
I know, and I do get that. I feel bad.
Yeah.
Because I know they're bitching about me.
Good.
Yeah, because I'm asking for more than what they've advertised.
Yeah,
I'm being awkward.
Yeah, you are being awkward.
So I said 3 slices of bread. So he knows I was being awkward, and I got me 3 slices of bread, and I started into the soup, and I had the soup finished in 2 slices. Right?
Good enough. Yeah.
So he came down to me, and he says to me, your eyes are a bit bigger than your stomach.
I'm fucking delighted. I'm delighted he did that.
Oh, he was laughing at me. And then it dawned on me. I said, hold on a second here. Let's talk about this for a minute. For as long as I can remember, it took me 3 slices of bread to drink this soup.
And I've been eating in this place for
and
20
I've been
years.
eating this place for the last 5 years.
Yeah.
I said, I think the soup bowls are smaller.
No, or you're not putting as much of the soup in.
They're not putting as much as smaller soup bowls.
Who's holding out in the soup? Because we need to get to the bottom of that, man. Are they holding out in soup?
Talk about a cost of living crisis. There's a soup crisis going on in Ballina.
Do you think that they said, look it, your man is in again?
With
that
his
fucking
so they
bow-legged
deliberately
redhead
gave
man.
me
And they said, do you know what? Now we'll teach him a lesson.
Yeah.
Half that portion
half
of
that
soup.
portion of soup.
But make it.
See, yeah.
But get a smaller bowl and fill it up so it looks like it's full.
So you think they've been watching me for years and going, we need to get this bastard.
They definitely have, like, because it's so awkward what you're doing. Would you not offer to pay for that extra slice?
I did dawn on me actually when the whole thing resonated with me after when I reviewed it all in my head. I probably should have given extra money for the extra slice.
In 5 years of drinking soup in that place,
probably had about 4 extra loaves of bread.
Oh, way more. You've definitely had about 15 extra loaves of bread.
Well, I cannot recommend the Attic highly enough for sandwiches.
It's not called the Attic.
No, but it's close.
Right. Okay. Well, that's
right.
Great.
I have to talk about the Blind Tiger.
Oh yeah, why?
One of our kind sponsors.
Yeah.
They're having a speed dating event on the 28th of December.
No way. Wouldn't you love to be single? No. I mean, nothing to do with that. Like, no, but like,
I've only ever seen one speed dating event in Sligo, and it was tremendous crack to watch it happen.
Right.
It was in Fifth and Teelan back in the day.
Right.
And it was run by the marvellous Mairead Collins. I don't think she's involved in this one.
Oh, I remember that, yeah.
But yeah, we did a promotional video for it. Yes, I dressed up as a woman.
That's right.
No,
I dressed up as a woman.
You
dressed up as
a very creepy looking man.
Well, a Mayo man.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah.
I had a haircut like you're not similar to yours.
Yeah, well, I think yours is probably better, actually, to be honest.
Well, anyway, this is on. Johnny in the Garavogue, he said, will you please give the Blind Tigers a speed date? 28th of December, that's a Wednesday night.
No way. Like, I think there's great development in speed dating. Because what do you do? What is it, a minute?
I think it's a minute.
So if you have a minute to try and...
You can really shock them.
Like, but that's the thing. Do you go subtle and she goes, your man's quiet, or do you just take the bicky out and bang it down onto the table? Because if you only have a minute to impress someone...
Yeah.
Like, you might...
Use your best asset.
Just take it out.
Brendan
slap it down onto the table and go, look... I mean, that only took 5 seconds. You have 5 seconds out to decide what to do with this.
What to do with it, yeah. Brendan has a contribution. Brendan.
Go on, Brendan.
Can you do a 1 minute speed date with each other?
Oh, we do a 1 minute speed dating with each other.
Oh my God, okay. Because here's the thing.
Okay.
So you have to decide...
Who's the Bior? I'm the Bior.
Okay, yeah, I was the Bior the last time.
Yeah,
okay?
so I had maybe the Bior this time.
You had to realise I've never been on a date in my life, like with a new date, like. Do you know what I mean?
You've actually never been on a date.
No.
Oh, this is mad for you.
Yeah, so this is my first time, and I get to impress you as a Bior. Unbelievable.
Never done this before.
So I'm the
Amateurs.
fella. I'm the fella.
I'm the Bior.
And you're the Bior. Okay, so I'm going to have to. Do I want to be the strong type that takes the lead on something, or do I want to let you say something about yourself?
This is the internal monologue that you're going through as you're walking up to the table.
I'm just trying to see what way to. No, just give me 5 seconds to figure out what way I would like to approach.
Right.
Do I want to come off as strong, or do I want to come off as kind of the silent type?
I have to get into my character.
Okay. I think I'm in my... Okay.
Right.
I think I've decided on my angle.
Right.
Okay, so we're going to start right now. Oh, hi, I'm Mark. What's your name?
I'm Una.
Una, shut up, yo bitch, right? And listen up for a second, right? I'm running this shagging date.
Right.
Right, my name is Mark Kennedy.
Yeah.
Right, I come from Castlereagh County, Roscommon.
Lovely
I'm
part of the
31-year-old. I left a full family behind me just to come, just on the off chance that I might meet someone better here tonight.
Right.
Are you going to be that woman or not? And I need to know shagging now.
One small problem.
Go on.
I'm a man. But I'm transitioning and I'm nearly there.
Okay. How far along are you, though?
I'm nearly there. Let's put it this way, we can have crack.
Here's the thing, if I took the pants off, is there going to be a shadow?
There's not going to be a shadow. They did a lovely job.
No.
Very tidy.
How open are you? How far along down the line are you? How open...
I'm very open.
Could you embrace me fully?
I could totally embrace
as
you.
far along the line as you are now.
Don't know how much I'm embracing. Can you show me?
How? If you had a pocket, how much change could I put in?
Well, I'm sure everybody has a pocket that you can put change
no,
in.
But
it's just, is it pleasant?
Because if you're already that far along, Una, is it? Yeah?
Una, yeah.
What was your name before this?
Tom.
So. Because I need to know how far along the transition you are. What I mean is...
But it doesn't matter. Sure, I still have another one.
Another what?
There's another pocket. You can always use the back pocket.
Una, you're coming on so strong.
That's enough time. That's your minute up there now. Move.
Do you know what?
And can I just ask you, how would you feel then? You get up from that table after having that 60 seconds of a conversation and then you sit down beside the next lady.
Yeah.
You're shook.
No, but to be honest...
How do you start the next one?
I'm kind of into Una, but I'm still thinking about Una.
All right.
I'm going, Jeez, it's intriguing enough. Like, I've lived a very boring life. I wonder whether they're just going fucking... with this fella.
Oh, actually, no, this mightn't be very relevant from a historical perspective.
I might just go and fucking get this fella jam and go.
You know that sexuality was totally different back in the ancient times.
Go on, talk to me then. So what does that mean now?
Greeks,
we actually used to live polyamorously, you guys. No. So why don't we all join a commune and drink some Kool-Aid? That's exactly where you're going with this, right?
No,
This is how cults fucking start.
No.
Your man goes, actually, we're all supposed to love everybody, except for that doesn't matter though. It just means everyone loves me. I'm going to write all of your wives, and then we're going to drink Kool-Aid, all of us and die in Africa.
At the moment, sexuality is very much, you're what you are.
Yeah.
Right? Back in the Greek and Roman times, I'm really regretting going down this road.
Come on, let's go down this road.
If you are, we'll say, all right, okay, if you're a heterosexuals, right, there is a blend of a person, like I said, who likes giving away and someone who likes taking things.
Who loves to take some stuff.
Yes, who likes taking things. Yeah, very selfish.
Yeah. The selfish people and
there's really generous people.
Women are selfish.
Women are selfish and men are so generous.
Men are so generous.
Right? So
For the most part,
yeah,
in
but
95%
that's
of the time.
heterosexual relationships. Homosexual relationships are exactly the same thing. But they're a little bit more varied in that both probably are very generous, but both are also very selfish.
Yeah, it's hard to see. It's hard to pick out the selfish people.
But what I'm saying is, back in all ancient Grecian times, back in the Romans and whatnot, there was a particular brand of people that predominantly liked being generous.
Men.
And then men. But then there was also a bunch of people that predominantly like being selfish.
Women.
But that was men as well.
Yeah,
so you're either one or the other. So I don't know, yeah.
But taking what, Ray? Because the women back then didn't have penises, you bollocks. But what would they give it to people? What would they give it to the fellas?
I'm talking more about fellas here.
They're still the same today.
Yeah. So basically you had all fellas.
You're not telling me anything now.
Okay.
Like an epiphany. Here's the thing. If you tell me about history and
right,
you say,
okay,
there actually was underground cities,
I should have researched this. So the women were always selfish back in the olden days. Right? But back in the olden days, men were both selfish and generous.
What? All men?
All men were either selfish or generous. Sometimes both.
Yeah, but that's the same.
Yeah, but it was fine.
Are you saying that there was more... Are you saying there was more alternative lifestyle years ago than there is now? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
No, but I don't think they were focusing on the lifestyles. You're either selfish or generous. You're one or the other.
But I don't think that's too different.
I've gotten this wrong.
You better do a bit of research on that.
I'll do research. I'll come back in the new year.
The way you're telling me, you're talking to me like that the sexuality was far more open back then. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
No, I just don't think it was as complicated. I think you either liked to be Drocrobos, you know, or you like online shopping. One or the other. One or the other. So
I hope you haven't insulted any lifestyles
swiftly
there,
on there now to the next one. The Banshees of Inisherin.
Oh yeah, did you watch it?
Did you?
Yeah.
Right.
You hated it.
I loved it.
I absolutely loved it more
It was a tremendous film, and I would recommend anyone goes out. Myself and Laura tipped out of a date night.
I love the way it meanders into nothing.
It does meander into nothing, but...
No, I love that though.
Christ, and Brandon has seen it, we will not give a spoiler on this.
No.
But I think at the very heart of it, it's something I'm terrified of. Is someone
me telling you I don't like you anymore?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually looked at it. If I rang you of a day, I called up to the house there. Say I called up for Monday and I says, let's do the podcast. And you go, nah.
Yeah.
I'm sick of listening to your shite talk.
Yeah. But because the thing is, if me and you fell out, you'd have a reason.
How do you mean?
Let's say you started going out with my mother and I stopped talking to you.
Could happen.
You could happen.
You're
going out with Geraldine.
I like Geraldine.
The two of you bought, and like he ended up going on
Dave.
But then the two of you ended up going on like a place in the sun as well. You know that show that does be on ITV.
Right.
And he bought a house in Santa Panza.
Yeah.
And like I'm then annoyed at you because you started going out with me old one. So
that's a reason.
That's a reason.
No, but if I came over and you just called me dull.
Yeah, if I just said, you know what, Ray, I've actually outgrown you now.
I'm wasting my life.
Yeah, and I'm wasting my life looking at you.
Yeah.
Am I wasting my life?
I don't know. Don't get any of these in the film.
But I know what you're saying.
I couldn't imagine the pain that
so bad.
Colin Farrell's character,
it's so bad.
Went through.
Yeah, it is awful, and I mean to especially for it to be like the two boys are inseparable. Like
they were the best of friends. Everybody knew.
It's awful, and we all have those kind of erratic.
But
fears.
it would be literally you or me deciding all of a sudden. Do you know something? I'm wasting my time with this person.
This person's going nowhere. Yeah, and I'm not going nowhere with them.
Yeah. But it's a marvellous film.
Cutting off my fingers. And I won't play the fiddle anymore. No. It's an unreal film. It
stays with you.
It looks amazing, by the way.
Yeah.
If you ever want to know, if you're not from here and you're listening to this, which does happen sometimes, if you want to know like what we think Ireland looks its best at, watch that fucking film. Yeah. Even though it's born into misery, but we were all born into misery around here.
And it's also, I think it might be a little bit of a metaphor for the Irish Civil War.
You think that the two boys?
I think that the two boys are a metaphor for the Irish Civil War.
Yeah. I mean, we don't want to give too much away in the film, but you're dead right in saying that. By the way,
it just dawned on me in the middle of the film. And went, oh my god!
It's a great way of looking at it because it is.
Yeah, it is. It's what happened,
and it's set amongst that.
Yeah, great film. Came home from the cinema.
Yeah,
my glasses with the freezing fogged up as I entered the house.
Right.
I panicked.
Yeah,
because it looked like the house was on fire. I screamed. Fire! That is fire!
Jesus,
I was running around like a maniac looking for the fire. And it was getting worse. It was way
Did you
more
not?
smoke.
Have you never had that happen to you before?
It
really?
just really caught me.
I mean, that happens to Tony Travers quite a bit. Like, it happened to him about 2 weeks ago. I saw Tony Travers stand at the door of Lily's for about 25 minutes trying to wipe his glasses while they coming in. It must be an awful nightmare, man.
It scared the bejesus out of me, but I was sick at the time.
Yeah.
And this is what I'd like to speak to you about now. The next item on my list is the Benylin hangover.
What?
Are you familiar
Are
with...
you hooked?
Are you familiar with the stuff they do put in the tablets to stop the schnotteriness?
I'm not familiar with. I understand. Are you on about Benylin night and day?
Night and day, day and night, or Sudafed. Is the other one.
I think are the first 3 tablets is it glucose and then one of them, the last one's codeine.
They all have a drop of pseudoephedrine, whatever it is to stop the stuff happening.
Pseudo antidefedrine.
Yeah,
Pseudo anti. It's definitely that.
So
No one look it up.
when I got the schnotteriness,
Pseudo antihistamine.
pseudo antihistamine. Yeah. When I got the dose of a sickness, I said to myself, "I'm in trouble here. I've stopped this." So
Did you get a bad knockout?
I got the Benylin day and night, and I stuck into it for 2 solid weeks.
What?
I was taking
You're not
Benylin.
supposed to be on it for that long.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So this is what's good about this podcast is it helps people.
You're not supposed to be on Benylin night and day for 2 weeks.
You can do it for about a week. And after that, then go to the fucking doctor.
Yeah.
Because apparently after a week, it starts doing the opposite of what it did, which is it's supposed to...
Makes you sicker?
Yes.
Does
it dilates the blood vessels in your nasal cavity and it makes you sicker.
No, is that what happened to you then?
So I went to the doctor last Thursday and I did have a sinus infection and he said that would not have gone away on its own because it's a very small space, the nasal space. Yeah. And he says, I'm going to have to give you some doxycycline, which is some antibiotics.
He's cycling where?
Doxycycline.
Cycling to... So where?
Doxycycline, a cough. I don't know where they were cycling to. So, but anyway, I got doxycycline. Who's Doxy?
Doxycycline.
Doxycycline. I got a box of that. And I said to him I was on the day and night and he said, oh no, that's a bad idea. And he said, this is going to get worse before it gets better. On the Friday, after stopping the Benylin, I had what can only be described as the come down from drugs.
Yeah, you overdosed.
I overdosed on Benylin days and night.
And you became dependent.
Yeah.
You completely became dependent.
And Laura became dependent because I didn't sleep, talk or walk once for 2 solid weeks because the blue tablet was knocking me out so bad.
Yeah, because you were fucking out of it, man. I mean, I think on Train Spotting they were in better condition than you were. This is such a big problem. Benylin night and day is minuscule in comparison. But the problem with loads of these drugs is that they're your body becomes outrageously dependent.
I had an
them.
awful come down on Friday.
Yeah, you must have fucking.
I had
That's
a
amazing.
bad pain in my face. Just want to warn people out there, stay away from the Benylin day and night for more than 7
days. And did you get rid of the sinus?
Oh, I'm on the mend, which brings us into the next point. It's not on the list, but we have a dinner tonight. We're going for dinner.
We're going for
Christmas dinner.
We're going for our Christmas dinner party, which is me, Ray, and Brendan.
So that's why I have to talk to you about tonight.
Right, go on.
So the whole fact we're going for the Christmas dinner.
Yeah.
Will be pints.
Yeah.
You'll drink a pint. Brendan will drink a pint.
I'll probably take a pint. Yeah.
I'm still in antibiotics. I haven't told you this yet.
Are you not drinking?
I am drinking. I'll have a few, but not many. Is this upsetting? Do you mind? This is a typical thing in Ireland now, peer pressure crack. If I'm on antibiotics, you should be leaving me be and saying, I hope you get well soon.
I'm going to leave you be, but I'm like a bull.
Why?
Because why would you?
I can't. I couldn't help it. I tried to get rid of it on my own. I didn't. I failed. And now I'm 4 days into a prescription.
Yeah, but would you not just go do what everyone does and not...
And drink through it?
No.
But then I'll be sick for Christmas.
Stop taking them and then take them again then tomorrow.
No.
That's what everyone does.
It's not like the pill.
Also, by the way, of the 100,000, and I know this because if you just Google...
I know. Yeah.
Google Scientist Ireland and I'll come up. Okay? Yeah. I can tell you this. There's about 2 antibiotics that you're supposed to not drink.
Yes, you're right. I believe in that. But the problem is that when I drink alcohol, it creates more and more mucus. Yeah. And I'm going to be schnottery as hell tomorrow if I drink loads of pints.
So what are we doing tonight then?
So I'm going to come with you. I'm going to drink 2 to 3 pints. And I'm going to enjoy your company then for the remainder of the evening with a big puss of myself in the corner.
Yeah, I'm not going to enjoy your company. Brendan, why don't you go to cinema or something? I might go see the Banshees of Inisherin again. It'll be fucking less miserable than this prick.
What? I could drink hot whiskies or I could just drink straight tequila. Yeah, because that wouldn't be mucusy.
But like...
I could act like someone from yachting.
How often do I go out now?
Oh, it's right. Yeah, okay.
And then you decided... Actually, you know, and you obviously decided
I didn't decide anything.
Yes, you did,
the doctor gave me doxycycline.
He did... So this is a shite night then is what you're telling me.
It's not going to be shite.
I was gearing up for a good night.
It's not going to be a shite night.
I can't believe I was gearing up for a proper night.
It's going to be a great night.
And you just reminded me that it's shit.
No, it's not going to be shit. I'll move on.
I'll be stuck with Brendan.
No, you won't be. You'll be in the Garavoke with Brendan. I'll be at home, in bed.
Oh my God.
On the wedding guest list.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
moving along here now. This is really
keep
getting
going,
through.
Mike.
Wedding
That's
guest
good.
list.
Yeah.
We have a maximum of 160 people.
That's what the venue have told you.
Venue have told us that.
Okay, so
And we're very much kind of on the cusp of 160, and it only dawned on me the last day that we had not included myself and Laura in the list.
so you're not going.
No.
We're all going to land there.
We're kind of hoping that someone won't want to go.
But you haven't sent the invites yet, though.
No, we haven't, but it's kind of awkward.
So
Do you
who's
know?
going to be at the bottom of the list?
I don't know.
Is he not going? No.
Yeah, although I'm finding it awful difficult to find people for the yurts.
Yurts.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I asked Derek about the yurt.
What does that
He
mean?
doesn't want to go on the yurt because it's cold. It's 30th of September.
So this kind of sounds like I told you so kinds of a thing, doesn't it?
Why would it be a told you so?
Oh, that's so funny, Rick. Because the one thing I warned you about when you were getting married is make sure everyone has somewhere to stay that they want to stay. And you were like, I hear you, Kendy. I'm going to get married in a field.
Okay. Yeah, okay, fine.
What's a yurt? Is it a boat?
A yurt is a fancy tent. It's the sort of fancy tent that the Roman Emperor would have put up or erected on an area.
Are you getting married at Electric Picnic or something? You want people to stay in
It's right
tents?
beside Electric Picnic. There are 6 yurts, and I had a few of my closest, nearest, and dearest friends that I was going to invite to the yurts.
So, like, how does a woman get married or how does a woman get ready in a yurt?
That's the problem I'm having. The first two
No one wants
close
to get ready in a
friends-
tent.
The first 2 close friends I went to both got vetoed the yurt as a result of the fact that their lady would have to walk a distance to go to the toilet.
Or to get ready or to do anything.
Or to do anything, yeah.
And also, it's funny, Ray, I didn't really envisage myself sleeping in a sleeping bag the night of your fucking wedding.
So I'm going to maybe talk to Laura.
You're going to have to go full Qatari.
Why?
You're going to have to start building some fucking shit now, like.
No, me and Laura could stay in the yurt and we could give our bridal suite then to someone else in the fancy house.
I mean, again, talk about ruining your own day.
But look, I have a few more names to talk to. We had one yes out of 3.
Someone
so
down the
far.
bottom of the barrel now.
Yeah.
Like,
Big shout out
just
to
keep
Shawnee
going.
Bagnall. Shawnee Bagnall took a yurt.
So Shawnee B said,
I don't think he talked to Lorraine though.
No.
So I think that might be a problem. So
She's going to
gonna
fucking
go.
roundhouse kick him into the jaw. She has a black belt in kickboxing.
That may end up being bad for him.
Yeah, she's got absolutely poked the jaw clean
Yeah.
off him. When they land and she said, where am I getting ready? I want mine freshening up.
Yeah.
And he says, well, you see the tent there that they reimagined from Oxygen?
Yeah.
That's an actual original tent from 2008 Oxygen. We're staying in that now, Lorraine.
Yeah. I'm going to go on to another shout out.
Go on.
I have to do, Laura in previously the gallery, now Blind.
That's right.
Yeah.
I just call it Laura's, but okay.
Call it Laura's, where you go all the time.
Yeah.
Apparently you were asked to
shit.
involve yourself in this.
That's right, yeah. We're supposed to go jump into the water, Ray.
Yes, so they're doing a thing called a dip a day for the month of December, which
That's
is
right.
crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. It's for
Especially the way it was last week.
Yes, Northwest Stop. They couldn't jump into it. Sure, it was frozen solid.
They did.
Northwest Stop. It's a free counselling service, and you can go onto the GoFundMe page and pay them actual money to continue getting into the water for the month of December, which I think is crazy.
Yeah. So are you thinking now that if we give them a shout out that you won't have to do it?
Oh, I'm not doing it. No way in hell.
You're such a prick, so you don't care
But
about
you didn't do it
counsellors.
either.
You don't care? No, I'll still
I'll
do
just
it.
give them the money. I don't have to do. I see what you mean. If I do it, other people give money.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not about you giving the money. You're such a selfish prick. Get into that water.
But why didn't you get into the water?
No, I will do it. It's not, what do you mean? December's not over yet.
Right.
They want us to go and do it, like.
I don't think it's a good idea.
What?
I'm already
All right.
not. I'm on
So
the
you don't
Dutch
think that it's a
cycling.
good idea to try and help people around the world? You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Ray thinks everyone should piss off everybody.
Do you know it's very funny though? I did say to her, I said, where did they do it? And they said they do it in a different place every day.
Well, they went into Hazelwood one day. They went into Ross's Point the other day.
I asked them why. Why are you going to different places? They can't the paparazzi. Do you know if it was all in the same place in one day, they could get thousands getting into the water in Ross's Point.
Especially if we go end up going.
Absolutely.
You
If
know
we
what
were
I mean?
doing a dip in the nip,
Oh,
everybody would be there.
Let's do it in the nip.
No.
Oh, it'll be up inside you, Ray,
No,
with the way
I'd
it is
have to
now.
wear me it would be office
Oh,
small.
mother of Christ above, man.
Yeah.
Look like a little peanut.
What fair play to them anyway for doing it,
Yeah.
and go to the GoFundMe page. What do you think of Ford Rangers?
Who?
Ford
Oh,
Rangers.
Yeah. Okay, well, they're very different here now than they are abroad now.
No,
you know?
they've got them here now.
Same ones, the American
Yeah,
versions.
the American ones, the big, massive lumps of yolks.
Yeah, but
with all the lights
They
and the
can't
big
be the American
exhaust.
ones, though, because they're obviously diesel or petrol, aren't they?
Oh yeah, what
Yeah.
do they run in America?
Gas.
What's gas? Is diesel or petrol?
It's not.
What?
It's not. It's not. I'm telling you, it's not. I had a friend up north who actually listens to this podcast.
Right.
His name is Aaron Cranny. He comes from the north. I think he's from the north.
When I
anyway.
was in America,
He had a gas. His car was a gas.
It wasn't. It was unleaded.
No, it's
It was
not
one of the
petrol.
numbers. It
Ray,
was petrol.
I think I know more about the world than you. Yeah.
They don't run on gas.
They do run on gas.
They don't.
No, but it's not gas. It's not like gas in the house.
What is it?
Brendan, please look that up. I've never been more sure of that than ever.
Anyway, what? Brendan?
Crude oil is refined to make petrol. In America, this is known as gasoline.
Yes, so it is feckin'. It's just
not.
petrol. It is.
I'm telling you,
You're
it's not.
totally wrong.
Aaron Cranny, you listen every week. Please to let these boys know that I'm right or wrong.
Anyway,
Please.
what do
Go
you
on
think of the big... Have you seen them around the roads? Massive looking
Yeah, I've seen them.
Ford
Yeah.
jobbies.
Yeah, I mean, the best luck parking that inside in the fucking Stephen Street car park.
What would inspire you to get one?
Tiny Mickey.
You didn't have to say that.
No, it's a compensation. Man.
No, it's not. I'd like to apologise to anyone who owns one of these Ford Rangers for Kendy's absolute ridiculous miscalculation as to the size of your manhood.
I don't want it to do that.
Why would you think it's a small Mickey?
Because if you're driving around in a Ford Range... Okay, so are they good agricultural vehicles?
Absolutely not.
Okay, it's a Tiny Mickey then. There's only two reasons why you
But
buy a big
it's
dog.
mad too. They've the worst LEDs in them and everything. It's terrible.
No, I actually think they're probably good looking. But they're not. They're not... Yeah, they're like... I don't know why you would want to buy one of those because they're definitely not comfortable on the road either.
No, I wouldn't say so. And they take up all the road.
They take up everything, Ray.
It's terrible how they've caught on here.
Like,
Must
I
be a
was
deal
trying
been
to
done
get
on
by
them.
one. There was one in both lanes on the way out to Clooney.
Yeah.
As in, it was one.
Driving
It was one.
sideways.
It was driving.
It was a frozen morning.
No, it was. They had one tires on one side of the road, one tire on the other side of the road as well. We need to talk about people driving around now, and I don't
On
get
the
all
ice.
about this, that. No, but even just in general, like, because it's Christmas time now, all the old ones are out buying the quality streets.
Yes.
And my God almighty.
It's terrible.
You can't. I don't think they must not have indicated in the 60s.
No.
They must have just bought their
Took
arse.
me an hour
like,
and a half to go to work the last time.
Oh, they're so fucking slow. And they come here. Nothing to do with that either. I'm not on about the weather, but this is on about the weather. Did you see your man in Charlestown went through the fucking front?
I did, and I was delighted to hear that the chemist is still open the following day, despite
Oh, it doesn't matter a
the
fuck.
structural safety issues that might be there.
Didn't matter, but there's stuff to grab. But apparently he made shit in the place, right?
He did make
Oh,
shit
he
in the
pulled down the link sets.
He ended up in the
pulled down the Panadol.
He ended up in the prophylactic section.
Honest to God, Ray, they reckon he made shit in the Nivea, the Nivea box, the box sets.
There's a shortage now of gift sets in Charlestown. So
Oh.
www.helpthecharlestownpeople.com.
But come here, the worst thing about it is, and I hope that gentleman's okay. Obviously,
is,
I
I
presume
believe.
he is okay. Like, because you just slid into the window, obviously, you just did awful damage. But the worst thing is, I saw a picture from inside, and the only thing worse than a truck going straight through, making shit of the links, making shit of the Nivea, making shit of the box sets, all that kind of the perfume, is the fact that it was full of raw meat.
Oh.
And all the raw meat went into the fucking pharmacy. Imagine going in the next day and the smell.
And looking for your prescription.
Oh, Lord above. But it was open the next day, which
was
is actually
a
unreal.
testament.
Like.
Well, but sure, everybody needed their stuff for Christmas.
And like they probably treated it like, look, let's not draw attention to it. Like, so when people came in, when Eileen came in, I tried to, I want to pick up Jimmy's prescription. What's after happening here? They probably went, oh, I don't know what it was. Oh, it was a truck. Yeah, a truck went through the window.
Well,
Yeah,
I'd say they did savage business that day.
yeah. Everyone knows now. Just
Yeah.
like go down there for the link set.
It's the only thing now to come out of Charlestown. Did you watch any bit of the World Cup final?
No, not a kick.
Yeah. Do you remember I said to you, my brother-in-law, Michael McConaughey?
Yeah.
I shouldn't have given his full name, in fairness. Anyway, yeah. So he was at home on Sunday with me and Laura and the mother and the father and Joanne and the whole lot.
Yeah.
And we're sitting there and it was coming on. And I said, you're hardly going to watch this, Michael, the big principal head in you. You know?
And he did he?
He did.
Sure. No, but here's the thing. That's all right, though. There's no need to belittle
He
Michael.
felt sorry about himself now. Sorry on himself. As
No,
as
but
Sligo.
like if I had ended up watching it, I wouldn't care either.
It was very good. I think it was the greatest final.
Yeah,
in World
apparently
Cup
it was the
history.
best World Cup final of all
Yeah,
time.
and you missed it.
No, but I still don't care though.
That's fine.
I'm not actually tempted to watch it.
I really enjoyed it.
No, it was supposed to be a belter of a game.
Yeah,
and I
Laura
mean,
was very
here's the thing.
unattracted to me
Here's the
after.
thing. Oh, was she? She
Yeah.
was like, look at the big football man.
She said, I don't like this side of you.
No, here's the thing as well, and I said this as well. The best player that I've ever seen in my whole life won the World Cup, Lionel Messi. But it doesn't take away from the fact that he's a bit of a fucking Egypt.
Is he though?
We're all, yeah, sure. He's a tourism ambassador for the Saudi Arabians, like the most murderous regime in the world, like.
Right.
And he's a
Is your
tourism
man
and
Mbappe
I
any
can't
good?
wait. No, Mbappe's brilliant. I don't know anything about Mbappe. I think he's apparently alright. Like I just talking about we're all hypocrites or whatever. But like Messi is a tourism ambassador for Saudi Arabia.
Right.
The crowd who just kill journalists, they kill whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but he now, Argentina, right, are going to go for the World Cup in 2030, I think.
Yes.
And so are Saudi Arabia.
Oh.
And he's going to be at the forefront of the Saudi Arabian
No way.
bid.
Jesus.
So there's going to be a little bit of stuff there. Hang on now, Messi. You took 300 million from the Saudis, but do you not want your home country to host the World Cup?
Heard it here first.
No. So there you go. Wait for all that. So at the end of the day, Messi's a prick as well. So that's good to know.
I have Scandal.
Oh,
How is
shit.
the time without saying it? Oh, not too bad.
Not too bad.
I have the last few bits.
Go on.
I have Scandal.
Go on.
Are you familiar with Sligo's premium mic stand provider?
Oh, Vinny Higgins, is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
He is the subject of quite the investigation at the minute.
What on
You know
earth?
you know the way he'd be Sligo's premium mic stand provider?
Yeah.
Turns out that the mic stands that man provides are stolen.
What?
Yeah.
This goes straight to the top.
It was a report that came in from a young person.
Okay,
you know,
the AV head of
someone young
government.
who was performing on a particular event happened to take photographic evidence of actually someone's name on a mic stand.
And
the mic stand belonged to a Danny.
Oh my
so
god!
if you're out there, Danny, and you've lost a mic stand recently,
yeah,
we know now what it is. But Vinny Higgins apparently robs mic stands from fella's named Danny, and then hires it out then for profit and reward.
Fucking
Isn't that ridiculous?
Because Danny must have been beside himself for years trying to find that fucking thing.
It's that
like we need he has been waiting for the truth.
Yeah,
they told him that mic stand was broke; it was gone.
Yeah, but now it's either that or Vinny is even more good at his job as we thought, and he actually names his mic stands, and he'd actually put a little sticker on the bottom saying, "This is Danny."
Yeah, imagine. Yeah. Come here. He's on to the wife. Come here. Did I bring Olivia out? Because there was a 3-piece gig on the Hawks. Well, I can't remember if I brought Olivia out with me or not.
Yeah. And is that which the Swedish furniture manufacturers names their stuff as well? Didn't IKEA do it?
Do IKEA? Oh no, yeah. Well, IKEA have all mad names on some of their stuff.
Yeah, but they call things after, I don't know, trees.
Oh, they do. They do, yeah. They do, yeah.
So it's not far away.
No, I way prefer the fact, because I've always thought there was something a little bit off with Vinny.
So it's one or the other?
No, it's one.
Yeah.
He is robbing mic stand. He is.
So there you are now.
He would absolutely rob the boom off you, that fella, man.
And thanks very much to Eddie Fitzpatrick for dobbing him in.
Patrick Fitzeddie, fair play to you for letting that be known, because it does, like, this is the kind of stuff for me that won't be investigated for years, and someone needs to step out and do some investigative work.
What?
Someone needs to Sorry, Brendan, if you're just wondering what that was there, it was Ray absolutely not listening to me whatsoever.
No, I was actually closing my eyes.
Okay.
About to launch into the next bit.
Go on anyway, Ray, and start
I was actually
wrapping it up
thinking
there.
to myself that we're wrapping up the year now.
Yeah.
This is marvellous.
Yeah.
Right. You seen my strawberry sweet petition on Facebook?
Yeah, what's that about?
Okay. Milk tray.
I mean, some of the stuff you care about is just fucking staggering. Like,
Milk tray.
Like, if I had a big emotional problem, you'd be telling me, yeah, but why don't you just suck it up, Kendy, and stop? But you're fucking... There's a change.org about the strawberry sweet gone out of the milk tray.
Yeah, which I didn't know there was until I literally opened... I was down at home again Sunday.
I say it again, man. You're absolutely fascinating.
I said to the mother, I said, please, ma'am, is there any chocolate in the house? Right? And she said, oh, no, there's no chocolate.
You went sifting through my fucking cupboards as well.
But I'll tell you what happened, though. We had brought chocolate with us. Laura, being the thoughtful lady that she is, brought a box of celebrations.
She did.
And I forgot that we had handed that to her when we came in. But my mother, barefaced lie, told me there was no chocolate in the house.
Jeez,
looked in the press and all. She said, I've nothing there.
I'm not in there now.
Yeah, and then she says to me, I says to her, what's the story? We gave you celebrations. You have chocolate.
So you brought chocolate for yourself?
No, I didn't want to bring chocolate.
That's like bringing a bottle of wine and saying, I'll have it last. Yeah.
But then it turned out she had 6 or 7 boxes of chocolate that she'd bought for presents for people. And I said, what have you got out there? She said, dairy boxes. They're shite.
But they're for Christmas.
They're shite. Dairy boxes are shite. Anyway,
yeah.
Then she said, I have some roses. It's good. And then she said, I had a box of milk tray.
No.
I said, we'll break open the box of milk tray.
But they're for the Christmas, Ray.
No, they were for me at that juncture, because I said, I'd love an old strawberry milk tray at this point.
But you decided it was for you.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's not. Your mother...
I said I'd replace it.
Your poor mother is saving all year.
Stop it now. You're sounding like Laura. She was giving out to me for asking for a cup of tea.
Yeah.
It's fine to ask your mother for a cup of tea.
No,
when
your
home.
mother is trying to save and save and save. And you come in the door, man, like a 10-ton Tessie. And you fucking ate her out of the house.
I did review...
She had a lovely pavlova for Christmas and you ate it in
lovely
a
sherry trifle, actually.
Oh, and you had it gone as well. Gone.
Yeah.
And she had that done for the Christmas.
Now,
God forbid she starts cooking the ham earlier to be gone by the 23rd.
I did think of this. I'll get back to this chocolate thing in a minute. But I did think about this. In the house, would Geraldine normally cook the Christmas dinner at home?
She wouldn't, or back passage.
Who would cook the Christmas
dinner?
She
did last Christmas.
Right.
No, we've talked about this.
We have talked, but I just want to pick up on, would normally be your mother back in the back days?
No, my mother wouldn't cook the dinner at home.
Who cooked the dinner at home?
Someone else.
Who would you get in?
We got a caterer to bring it in every year.
Right.
That sounds like we're big fancy. It's not. It's me mother panics and she thinks
she can't take away.
She can't cook. She gets takeaway.
Yeah. Who's the
No,
takeaway on
someone
Christmas
would
Day?
cook the turkey and the ham and everything for us and bring it in.
We just heat it up.
We just heat it up then. It'd all be portioned out and everything. But
Lovely.
last year she went for it, like, you know.
She cooked it.
I hope she's getting caterer now. I get this in.
Well, my question is, in an awful lot of
I'm
Irish,
joking.
the reason I started thinking about this is because we were sitting there and the whole family were sitting around the table, enjoying each other's company and having the crack.
Yeah.
While my mother was out slaving over the dinner.
Oh, yes, we're starting earlier and earlier. I was listening to a cook on News Talk yesterday, and she said, I usually start around the 14th now with the prep.
No, she wasn't slaving over the Christmas dinner. She was slaving over the dinner for Sunday, which is why we were down for the dinner.
Go on.
But I was just thinking, it's no matter how every Irish household, it's okay, like it's accepted that the mother cooks.
Yeah.
We're all sitting there, and none of us are offering to cook.
No, I think it's a generational thing to a certain extent. Yeah, but there is that, like...
It's an awful way to be. It's just
okay.
It's like the time there was slaves.
Yeah,
and it was just fine.
Yeah, there were great times
Yeah.
too. Like, I mean... because... Like, I can categorically
Modern
tell you
day
this
slavery.
without any more confidence in anything in my whole life.
Yeah.
I never, and I can't remember every day in my life, but I can guarantee I never, ever went home and Dad said, are you hungry, man? I might put something on. Like, never, ever, ever.
But isn't it mad they don't, like?
Did that, like, me mother'd work all day.
And she'd come home and she'd be
And she'd
expected
come
to
home,
cook.
and then she'd have to put on a curry or something. Then,
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean?
It's
Like,
crazy.
never, ever, ever, ever. He used to buy me a loop-to-loop the odd time down in Doyle Shop.
Yeah.
That was the most he ever fed me.
So just remember this Christmas, as you're sitting there watching the woman
Your
in your
mothers.
life, the mother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, think of the work that goes into that. And if
And maybe
she
think about
asks you,
offering.
if she asks you afterwards, what did you think of it? I don't care if it was as dry as Gandhi's flip-flop.
Say it was lovely.
You tell her it was absolutely lovely,
Yeah,
man.
and
you tell her, I love you, thank you so much for
There's a
doing
special
that.
place in hell reserved for sons especially,
Yeah.
who eat the mother's dinner and say, that wasn't great, ma'am.
Or you know, or you know the ones like, and I think it's happened in our house sometimes. Like, you know, when Mum would go, "What did you think of it?" Like,
Yeah.
and one of the boys would go, "I'm not really into turkey." Like, just fucking tell her it was lovely. She got Eileen Flynn to bring that in, for God's sake.
Yeah.
Like,
Anyway, the strawberry
Eileen
sweet
was
is gone.
slaving over that.
Strawberry
okay,
sweet's
sorry,
gone out of the
strawberry
milk
sweet's
tray.
gone. Yeah, and you're trying to start. Did you start
It was
that
the
petition?
only reason. No, that was actually someone had started it. There was about 200 signatures when I got to it.
I love the way you're so passionate that you shared that on Facebook.
I thought it'd be good crack.
You wouldn't even share an episode of this podcast on Facebook, and you're sharing a shagging milk tray.
Yeah, sorry about that.
You're fascinating, man.
Brendan is waving at me about the time. I have
yeah.
some presents for you.
Oh!
Will I do the presents or the audience questions first?
I
We'll go
don't
audience
have from you.
questions.
Have we time for shagging audience
We
questions?
do,
Oh,
and
yeah, go
tell
on.
Brendan there now that he can hold bistro wait for our dinner.
No, they won't, but go on anyway.
I'm
Yeah.
going to get this here now.
Okay.
So, yeah, so the questions from
Yeah.
the audience.
Go on.
Here we go. Is Buzzy dead? Hashtag what happened to Buzzy?
Okay, that's so funny because remember earlier on I was on about the fact that I just want to be treated normal and everyone comes in and says, "Oh, look at the podcast." Okay, it happened to someone last night as well, where Buzzy got cornered last night and said, "What's going on, Buzzy?"
Yeah.
And Buzzy promised this person in the audience
That he'd come back.
that he said there could be movement in the new year.
Big
I was
tour.
out with Buzzy last night, lads.
Right.
And he said there could be movement in the new year.
So Johnny _Mad 180. These sound like made up names, Brendan.
Johnny Mad 180. Buzzy
Buzzy's
reckons
back in 2023.
there could be
Yeah.
movement in the new
Dickie
year.
_89.
Oh, Dickie do what now?
Would you do a tour? Also, cheers to the mention on that podcast back in October. I don't remember a Dickie 89.
Dickie-
Would you do a tour?
I mean, we can
Like
barely
your
get
dreams.
We can barely get people into fucking Anderson's on it. Might go
true.
tour run. Like, let's say if we go on tour now, Dickie Lovey. Dickie, you're probably from. I mean, I don't want to. You're from a Haskra. Okay. Now,
No one will come.
If we go and do the Art Centre in Roscommon,
Yeah.
you and about 5 other people in Roscommon listen to us.
Yeah.
So you be the only bastards there.
So there's no point.
So the best thing to do in terms of tour is you do the tour and come on down to Anderson's next year, and where we'll be continuing our live shows.
Adrian Tarmy asks,
Oh, Adrian, bye.
yeah, when are the lads going to interview their partners in the show?
Okay, that's a
How would
very
that
good
work? Would I interview Nicola and you'd interview Laura?
Yeah,
that would
that-
actually be crack.
Yeah, that'd work better because I'm terrified, Nicola.
There'd
So-
be only one problem.
Go on.
right? As good and all as Nicola is.
You'd end up trying to shift her.
Yeah.
Go on, sorry.
No, I have a funny feeling that if I get Laura on this and you're interviewing her,
Yeah.
people will listen to it and they'll instantly go, that's actually a much better format.
Oh, it is. No, and I've always said that. Like, this would work way better if it was me and Laura.
No offense to Nicola. Nicola's still stuck with me, you see.
No, yeah,
And
no,
I
yeah.
think I'm the problem.
No, like there's definitely an upgrade. Like, Laura would be way better on this.
Yeah,
than you
so
would be.
can we do a swap? Well, look, we'll try it.
We'll have a think about that one now. Leave that with us, Adrian
Lol.
Tarvey, lovey.
Laws Fitz 88. If you could do any
Oh, yeah.
job in the world, what would it be?
If I could do any job in the world,
what would it be?
what would it be at all? Well, I always said I wanted to be way penguins. That
Yes.
came to me. I did
Yeah,
say that
yeah.
before. But like, what's the best job in the whole world to be able to do? I'd
I'd like to be a bus driver.
I thought you wanted to work behind a deli.
I did that. I know what it's
Oh,
about.
and
now.
you weren't
I
into it.
haven't. I was grand. Like
Careful what you wish for.
Yeah, careful. What
You want to
wish
be a
for.
bus driver.
I love the idea of driving, but I will retire as a bus driver.
And what is it about driving the bus that
Just
you
getting
like?
people from A to B.
Okay, that's not because I get that too. I think genuinely, I get that.
Yeah, it's a child thing. I think I always used to.
I would love to be a delivery driver, but I don't have to deliver anything.
Oh,
So what I mean is, I'd love if DHL said to me, Kendy,
a non-delivery
will
driver.
you drive for us?
Yeah.
But just drive.
Oh, you'd have a lad in the.
No, I don't want anyone near me.
But where would you drive to and from?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
They shouldn't be asking me. Why are you asking me?
Okay.
That's not the job description.
All right.
I'm not delivering anything.
Oh, you're the weirdest man in the world.
I
You're calling
wanna-
me weird.
I just want to be left alone to drive on my own.
Presents.
Presents for me. I got
Yes.
2 presents already. I just want to let that be known. I bought him a pair of O'Neills. And he could have worn them. He's wearing tracksuit bottoms now. What's that?
Read it.
Sink and drink.
Read that's what's it called?
American style beer pong.
Yeah.
But why is it American style?
Because there's no other style of beer pong. You don't see Chinese lads doing beer pong.
Sorry, we're just going to play by American rules. Okay, sorry, it's an American
no,
rules.
but
Yeah?
no one else does beer pong.
The standard American rules apply. I
Yeah,
love
it's
this. Ray.
basically a box with 5 red cups and a ball.
And hang on now a second, Ray.
Yeah.
Because I've seen some ping pong shows before now. None of them
Here's
ever.
the second one. Second present for you.
Go.
Yeah, there it is.
Balls up.
Yeah, it's like your life.
Oh, brilliant! I've seen this before.
Yeah.
Why is Michael Gormley on the cover of it? Oh no, didn't even the head of Michael Gormley.
It is the head. Like, yeah, in fairness to Michael.
I love balls,
Balls
up.
up is where you put a little cup and you strap it to your balls area.
Can I strap it to my ball area now?
Yeah, and then you try and get the ball into it.
Oh, brilliant!
And before you do that, before you tear it open, that's a little card from me as well. And I kind of made it myself as well.
Yeah, Ray, thank you for reimagining the 1998 from Kildare.
Yeah, well, I don't know where I got that sticker from.
How's
So
this?
read it out there.
Happy Christmas to you both.
Yeah.
And cheers to many more. Lourdes ahead. Laughs. Cheers to many more laughs ahead.
Yeah. not holy places.
Tall love.
To all-
Caroline.
Oh, sorry. They're from Caroline down in Kildare. They're not from me. But I thought I'd take credit for them and then...
You stupid bastard, that's not yours at all.
No, it's not. We got these
Is
this
this
morning.
from Caroline?
It's Lily Goosewack. She sent
Hello,
loads of stuff.
Raybo and Kendy. Thank you, best, so much. I can't read your writing, Caroline Lovey, for so many laughs out loud moments since I started listening. Caroline Lovey,
Yeah.
you are one of our favourite listeners in the whole world.
She keeps sending lovely
And
things.
you
to us.
keep sending us absolutely lovely things.
Yeah.
And she sent these, did she?
She did. Do you want to try it before we go?
You ignorant, dirty, good for nothing, pulling the wool over me eyes Christmas bastards. You didn't buy me anything.
No.
I bought you a pair of O'Neills, they were 9 fivers.
I tell you what, I was going to get you something, but Laura disqualified me from getting it.
What was it?
I wanted to get you a cool tractors calendar in Johnson's Court last year.
Class. I would love that, but I always go for the French Bulldog because
And-
they're not ethical to have, so I just get the calendar instead.
Before we go trying the balls up for the
trying
Patreon
the
listeners,
balls up,
I know
yeah.
you are. Give it one go there now. He's taking off the headphones.
I'm going to try and get me balls up here now,
This is
lads.
terrible.
Here we go. Listen,
€5 a
I have
month
a good
gets you
swing,
this.
man. This swing got me a child. So
Right,
I got,
okay.
Here we go.
Yeah.
And 1 and 2
Go for
and here we
silly.
go.
No. We could be a while.
I'm after going down onto the fucking chair. Yeah.
And we'd like to wish all of you people very
I
happy
got it
Christmas.
eventually in the way. Yeah, very Merry Christmas. Ray, you give your lovely Merry Christmas.
Yeah, very
message.
happy Christmas to everybody, all the people that listen.
Yeah.
Marvellous again. I think we're nearly 5 years at this now, which is disgraceful.
Mental.
And that's it really for 2022.
And listen, a big Happy New Year as well. That is it from 2022.
We'd also have to give credit to the people behind us.
Yeah.
So that would be Brendan
had
flicking the keys.
Plenty
himself.
of people behind me would be like,
I know. Yeah, I have to give a shout out to young Laura, who pretty much does all the content.
She does, fair play to her.
Yeah, she is essentially the only reason I'm here.
Big shout out to Nicola for letting me use her house to record this
That's
as well.
very nice, Nicola.
I know, genuinely a big shout out to, and we've had like the likes of Danny and James and Luke who've helped us as well.
Yeah. I don't think Luke did anything.
Luke did feck all. No, I actually forgot. I take that back. No big shout out to Luke.
Yeah, we have to say thank you to Tony Travers for just being Tony, and we can talk about him. Sean O'Reilly.
Jesus Christ, if we keep going here now, we'll forget someone.
We will. We better not keep going.
Big shout out to Andersons and the Blind Tiger for
Brian O'Sullivan for owning everything.
For owning everything in the world and giving us some of his money.
And his wife for letting him do it.
Fair play to everyone. Look, a big happy Christmas and a happy New Year to you all. We'll see you in the new year, January. And Ray, fair play to me.
Fair play to me.
Good luck.
Good luck. The Kendy and Raybo podcast, sponsored by Anderson's Tremendous Event Centre and Wonderful Food Items, and the Blind Tiger's marvellous alcoholic fruit drinks.